Good day everyone. I am Jean Vidayok from BTVT Ed 2C, and for today's video, I'm going to enumerate and discuss postmodernism and modern culture. So, what is postmodernism? Postmodernism is a term current inside and outside the academic study of popular culture. It has entered discourses as different as pop music, journalism, and Marxist debates on the cultural conditions of late or multinational capitalism. So, if there's a postmodernism, then there must be a modernism from which it followed. Postmodern pop music. A discussion of postmodern and popular culture might highlight any number of different cultural texts and practices. For example, television, music video, advertising, film, pop music, fashion. For Thompson, the difference between modernist and postmodernist pop music is quite clear. The Beatles and the Rolling Stones represent a modernist, against which punk rocks and new wave can be seen as postmodernist. In popular music and postmodern theory, Andrew Godwin quite correctly argues that for various reasons there is a very difficult position to sustain. The Beatles and the Rolling Stones are as different from each other as together they are different from, say, the Clash and Talking Heads. In fact, it would be much easier to make an argument in which the distinction is made between the artifice of the Beatles and Talking Heads and the authenticity of the Rolling Stone and the Clash. Goodwin considers a number of ways of seeing pop music and pop culture music as postmodern. The best way to think of the relationship between pop music and postmodernism is historically. The moment of postmodernism begins in the late 1950s, the same emergence of pop music. Therefore, postmodernism and pop music are more or less simultaneous, but there is not a necessary mean that all pop music is postmodernism. Postmodern television. Television, like pop music, does not have a period of modernism to which it can be post. But, as Jim Collins pointed out in Postmodernism and Television, television is often seen as the quintessence of postmodern culture. This claim can be made of the basis of a number of television textual and contextual features. Collins uses Twin Peaks as a mean of bringing together the different stands of the relationship between postmodernism and television. Twin Peaks is chosen because it epitomizes the multiple dimensions of televisual postmodernism. Twin Peaks is not a reflection of postmodernism, nor it is an allegory of postmodernism. Postmodernism and the pluralism of value. Postmodernism has restored many of the old certainties surrounding question of cultural value. It has become somewhat of a commonplace to demonstrate how canons of value form and reform in response to the social and political concerns of those with cultural power. Postmodernism has certainly changed the theoretical and the cultural basis on which to think the popular culture. In fact, the collapse of the distinction, if it is the case between high and popular culture, may simplify that at last it may be possible to use the term popular culture and mean nothing more than culture liked by many people. The global postmodern. One way in which the world is said to becoming postmodern is in increasing globalization. Perhaps the dominant view of globalization, especially in discussion of globalization and culture. It is to see it as the reduction of the world to an American global village. Global village in which everyone speaks English with an American accent, wear Levi jeans and Wrangler shirt, drinks Coca-Cola, eat at the McDonald's, surf at the net, and etc. From that, globalization is supposed successful imposition of American culture around the globe. Convergence culture. Another aspect of modernism is convergence culture, where old and new media collide, where grassroots and corporate media intersect, where the power of the media producer and the power of media consumer interact in unpredictable ways.